What's going on, guys? My name's Rob, and welcome back to Above the Six Watch Reviews. Super excited today, guys. We've got another unboxing video for you, and this is one that I've been dying to get to. If you're new to the channel, I love a good dress watch. It's one of my favorite types of watches to wear. And today we've got what I'm hoping is going to be a great one. So today we're going to be looking at the Farasute 5336A. So I guess we'll jump right into the unboxing, and I guess maybe we can chat a little bit about Farasute as a brand. I hadn't really heard too much about them until probably the last 6 or 8 months, and they're a brand that, from what I can tell, obviously a Chinese manufacturer, but someone who really specializes in really that vintage type of watch look. Definitely specializes in dress watches. Someone who can really compete with the likes of Baltony, who I think have really kind of had a stranglehold on the dress market or the vintage watch market on AliExpress. I've only heard good things about Farasute, guys. I've heard their quality and their finishing is good. So let's crack on with it and take a look at what we got with the watch itself. So we could start with the actual packaging here. So it's got a faux wood look to it. But it feels very, very soft and almost cushion-like. I gotta say, guys, I actually don't mind the look of this. I think this type of look is very, very classic, and I think it really matches the overall kind of image that you're looking for with a dress watch. I'll be honest, guys, I would have loved to seen a brand logo right here smack in the middle on the actual top of it. But let's open it up and see what we've got here. There's the watch itself. What an absolute beauty. So we'll get into that a little bit more, but let's take a look and see what comes with the watch itself. So we've got a packet here, and we'll move this over to the side a little bit. So what we've got here is a cleaning cloth, and it's branded as well. It's also got the Farasute website for anyone who cares. I don't think anyone's using that. And we've got the logo there as well. So very cool, very useful. And then in here, so we've got our envelope. So we've got black with the gold Farasute logo there. Honestly, don't really mind the logo itself, guys. I think it looks pretty good. Let's see. I'm assuming this is going to be a warranty card in here. So what do we have here? Yeah. So it looks like we've got, yeah. So operation or instruction manual here. So this is a manual wind movement, and we'll get into the movement a little bit as well. But we've got some instructions there, which are always useful, especially for first-time owners of a manual wind movement. And then we've got Farasute here, and listen, paying tribute to their Chinese heritage as well, which I love. I wish more AliExpress brands would do that as well. And then we've got our international warranty card here for Farasute. Okay, you can scan it to obviously sign it up for the warranty. Obviously not dated or signed, which unfortunately is pretty typical for the good folks over at AliExpress. All right, so we'll get rid of that. Oh, good. So I was just taking a look, guys. So it is a 2-year warranty. So very happy about that. So that a lot of the brands that we have, not just on AliExpress, but that entry-level type of watch brand that you're going to look at, a lot of them only have a 12-month warranty. So love the fact that they've got a 2-year warranty and they're standing behind their product. So there you go, guys. That's what it looks like. Even the pillow itself that the watch is sitting on is also... It's also kind of that faux wood type of finish or veneer, which is cool. You know, this to me seems like a great watch if you were to kind of gift it. That to me is something that people would look at and say, you know what, I'm pretty impressed with that as an overall package. As always, guys, really appreciate the support and all the love that I've been getting for the channel recently. And obviously, I can't have this channel without the support of the viewers. So as always, guys, if you like the content, if you want to stay up to date on what we're doing here, if you love watches, definitely hit that like button. Don't be afraid to share the video, and obviously smash that subscribe button as well, guys. We're building a community here, and the support is very appreciated. And I think a lot of times, I think you hear it with a lot of us YouTubers. It's 90% of the viewers aren't subscribed to the channel, and I think it's important. There's just so much that a subscription does for the channel, and just allows us to keep bringing in great watches and doing the reviews and testing them out for you guys. So again, greatly appreciated, and if you can smash that subscribe button, it really helps out a lot. Let's take a look at the watch. So I think one of the big reasons why I wanted this watch was for the dial itself. So we've got in the middle section, so there's a couple of different sections to this dial, but in the middle circular section, we actually have a guilloche pattern to the dial. So obviously it's a printed guilloche, guys. This ain't this ain't going to be done by hand, but it's a very cool texture feature that you would typically see on higher level, higher end watches. And I'm a sucker for a small seconds complication as well, guys. So this has really got both. I think there you can see the guilloche pattern a little bit better. I can't wait to see what this looks like in natural sunlight. But that dial looks just absolutely killer. We got the Farasute logo there printed, nice and small, not taking up too much of space. I almost wouldn't have minded if they just put the actual logo as opposed to the brand name there. But listen, beggars can't be choosers, right? And what do they have written there? What does it say? Automatic in the small seconds feature. Leave it up to a Chinese watch brand, guys, to do something a little bit quirky when it comes to their watches. And then we've got the indices as well. So these are applied indices, guys, and we'll see if we can get a look there. Yeah, they are slightly raised, super high polish on those indices. Like the shape of them as well, though. Kind of like almost a oval, like a teardrop type of shape to it, which I think is really cool. We've got the minute track, railway track on the outer there. And then we'll take maybe a little bit of a close-up on the small seconds. There we go. Very cool. Lots of polish on this watch from first glance. So if we look, so the case itself, so this is a 39 millimeter case. So the first thing I think of when I look at this right off the bat, guys, it seems a little bigger than a 39 mil. I don't know if that's coming across on camera also. And I'm wondering if that's just because the bezel's a little bit thinner. But it seems, we'll see how it wears. I'll put it on wrist and we'll do a quick wrist roll for you guys. But the bezel seems a little bit thinner, and maybe that's why it looks a little bit bigger. But definitely high polish on the bezel. High polish on those lugs as well. Cool shape to the watch. The silhouette of the case is awesome. Like the shape of the lugs too. Let's get a side profile. Let's see if we can get a good one. So again, high polish. We've got a sign crown as well. I believe it's a push-pull crown if I'm not mistaken, but we've got the Farasute logo there. How's the downturn to the lugs? Let's take a look. Okay. Not a ton of downturn to them. So this is probably going to sit fairly flat on wrist, but it's a dress watch, so I don't expect that it's going to hug the wrist too tightly. Very cool shape though. I gotta say, on first glance, guys, the polishing looks awesome on this watch. It's the type of polishing where you can literally see like minute reflections in it. So this is something I had heard of recently when first coming across Farasute was, outside obviously they have a very specific niche that they're targeting with the vintage with the dress watch crowd, which I know isn't the most popular these days, but what I've heard is that their finishing has been top notch and really at those kind of San Martin-esque level. And from first glance, guys, I can definitely see what everyone's talking about. And again, if you're going to have a watch that's mainly polished, your dress watch is really that style of watch to have that type of finish on. So looks great overall. We'll take a look at the case back. So this has a Hangzhou movement in it. It just says a customized Hangzhou, and yeah, that's what I thought. So it is not a see-through or transparent case back. I would have loved to have gotten a look at that movement. Damn. So I think that's something. Yeah, I wish they would have had that. So what do we have? We have the Farasute logo there and some just the Farasute name written around the outside of that inner circle. So I think maybe a bit of a missed opportunity there for that. But I'm interested. This is my first Hangzhou movement that I'll be utilizing. So anxious to see how it performs and what it's all about. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more. I don't know about just the Hangzhou movement, but a lot more Chinese movements. I know there's a Chinese manufacturer that's working on a clone of their own Miota 9 series movement. So I think we're going to start to see a lot of those entering the market, guys, in the next 6 to 12 months. So can't wait to see how this one performs. Then we've got a leather strap here. So we'll turn it around here. So we've got Farasute branded there. Quick release spring bars as well, which is cool for strap change. And then, yeah, this is genuine leather there. I'll be honest, the strap feels good. Yeah. It's got a little bit of a grain texture to it, if you guys can see that. And then we've got some white stitching as well on the outer edges. Feels very, very pliable. So I think this is going to be extremely comfortable to where we've got two keepers as well, which is great. I don't know about the color of the strap, I'll be honest, guys. I think if you're going to wear this watch and you want to wear it down a little bit and be a little bit more casual, I think that type of color is going to work. I personally would have loved to have seen this on like a tan or a khaki. I think that would have looked awesome with to go ahead and complement this dial. All right, there we go. We've got sign buckle as well, and again the buckle's finished to a really nice degree, and we've got great branding there from Farasute. So I think a lot of other AliExpress brands, guys, they can probably take a little bit of a lesson from what I can see from Farasute with the overall branding of the watch itself. Obviously, we've got the logo there on the dial. We've got signed crown and signed buckle as well. So no complaints there. Wow. This looks like an absolute banger of a dress watch. So excited. Can't wait to have this on for a few weeks and really put it to the test, guys. We can chat a little bit about price. So right now, I've seen this watch range anywhere from 205 Canadian to about 220 Canadian. This is regular price, not on sale. So I think obviously you want to be mindful of the sales, guys, but overall for what you're getting, a manual wind, customized movement, great dial, what seems to be great finishing at that price. I'll be honest, guys, I got it a little bit under 200. To me, that's a banger of a deal. Wow. Loving it so far. Absolutely loving this watch so far. So what we'll do, guys, as per usual, we'll listen. We'll put it through its paces. I'll wear it for a couple of weeks, and I'll be back with my full review, honest feedback and opinion about it. We'll give it an above the six rating and let you know whether or not I actually recommend, if you're in the market for a dress watch, going out and buying it. But off first impressions, Farasute, great job. Really kind of put into bed some of the myths about AliExpress brands and being on the low end and being extremely cheap. I think they've done a great job from the unboxing, the case, the finishing. Very excited for what Farasute has to bring to the table. So again, guys, there will be an affiliate link listed in the description below. If you like what you're seeing, definitely click that link, get to know a little bit more about the watch. If you like it and go ahead and decide to purchase it, the channel will receive, or potentially will receive, a small commission. You don't pay anything extra, but it just helps out the channel and allows us to be able to keep bringing in great watches for you guys to take a look at. As always, I'll look forward to you guys on the next video. I appreciate you watching. But until the next one, take care, guys.